Hi, well, we're LDA Group 3. This is Carissa Chapman, Tracy Shirk, Brenda Ortberg, and Carl Hansen. And we started a scholarship fund for the eHub Entrepreneur Development Program.
I'm going to talk a little bit about creating the scholarship and why we chose that. The eHub Entrepreneur Development Scholarship Fund was developed by our group in conjunction with Community Foundation of Southern Wisconsin, and we did this to help Rock County entrepreneurs launch and grow their businesses by participating in the eHub program, and they're partnered with the Southwestern Wisconsin Workforce Development Board. Why did our group choose to create an entrepreneur development scholarship? Rock County has obviously seen some great change while the weathering economic challenges in the past few years, and entrepreneurs continue to launch businesses and face challenges. The eHub program provides essentially a Business 101 course to entrepreneurs that may be facing these challenges to get businesses up and running. We really are in an entrepreneurial generation where we have technology and resources right at our fingertips and ready to be used. So it seemed like a good fit. Our basic timeline that we ran through in October, we met and we kind of had three big ideas that we wanted to possibly pursue. So we whittled those down, and the criteria that we wanted were that our project would be immediate, viable, and self-sustainable. So we chose in November to go with this scholarship based on it seemed like, the group was the most passionate about this. In December, we met with Eric, the coordinator of eHub, and we just wanted to find what needs they had, what he seemed to think. We wanted to make sure we were meeting his goals as well. Then in January, we began developing marketing materials, our applicant pool, and we created sustainability. We decided to team up with the Community Foundation of Southern Wisconsin. In February, we completed our agreement with the Community Foundation, and Carl was a big help with that. And we established the fund and all the legalities of it. And then March and April, we really have begun kicking off our funding campaign, and we have until February of 2012 to earn all the funds necessary to distribute the scholarship.
And I'm going to talk a little bit about the eHub program and a little bit of the history about the eHub program. eHub is a unique program in which classroom training is combined with one-on-one coaching to explore business ideas and market feasibility. The program creates a community network for existing and aspiring entrepreneurs. And this is done to utilize and design a rallying point for entrepreneurs, service providers, educators, civic and government organizations. It's a nonprofit community initiative with participants from a diverse range of socioeconomic backgrounds, races, and incomes. And this program was actually started in Green Bay in 1998 by Reggie White. And him and his wife had a vision of empowering aspiring entrepreneurs to realize their dreams of owning and operating businesses. And the vision had manifested into an outstanding foundation of empowered entrepreneurs who have developed self-sufficiency and now feel a sense of giving back to the community. And this was developed in what they call the Power of 92. And it has several goals. Those goals include instilling social values, leadership, and social business ethics, being a resource center and compass, and sending clients to service providers, other businesses, and government agencies. So it's helping to create those links. To create and foster entrepreneurial networks and partnerships, provide innovative hands-on training to spur economic development. And as we've seen in this area, that is a need. To teach social enterprising and a sense of giving back to the community, and to instill and teach how to mentor and establish a peer-to-peer network to develop true empowerment and self-reliance. So like I said, the first project was founded in Green Bay, and then there was one that was also founded in Akron and Canton, Ohio. So this is the third eHub program in the Rock County area. And so what this program does is it has 28 hours of classroom instructions, and they use a platform called Stepping Up to New Opportunities. And it guides those interested in entrepreneurship into the right direction. It's a starting point for exploring opportunities, as well as an opportunity for those already in business to boost and reboot their business. And it aims to help participants determine the feasibility of his or her concept to the marketplace, develop the foundations of a business plan, understand strategic planning, discuss and analyze small business issues and challenges. So in this program, and it's typically over a semester, like I said, it's 28 hours of classroom training, program facilitators, which they call lead mentors, assemble a dedicated group of local business leaders and subject matter experts, some of whom are actually eHub alumni and successful entrepreneurs in the community, and they voluntarily serve as presenters. So for example, there's 2 presenters from M&I Bank, and those are Mark Lorenz and Diane Gustafson, that do help with this program. And then in Rock County, the first program was offered in 2010. And what it targets is it targets 3 populations. It targets those individuals interested in entrepreneurship but looking for education and guidance. It often includes dislocated or downsized workers, and that was initially how eHub was brought to this area. It also targets existing small business owners who may lack the educational background or who want to reboot or expand their business, and those who are employed by small businesses or nonprofit organizations who may not be interested in small business ownership, but who want to better understand the organizations that they operate. And like I said, this is truly a 101 course, so it really goes through all the key functions of owning and operating a small business, from insurance to banking to legal issues to human resources issues to accounting. And so here are some of the businesses that were launched by eHub graduates, and these businesses are still in existence, and some of these businesses typically came from the first round of eHub graduates. I also want to state that we do have a number of individuals that have just graduated and open businesses. We have, there's an individual that opened a yoga studio in Fort Atkinson. We have a Reliable Shopping, so this would be an individual that goes out and does grocery shopping for those individuals that can't do it for themselves. And then we have Kelly Process Services, and this individual opened a business to actually go out and serve subpoenas for lawyers in the area. And next, Brenda will tell us how this scholarship will help.
Thanks, Tracy. Well, we feel strongly that with our entrepreneur scholarship that we will help increase the participation in eHub and sustain it. What we are looking for currently, the tuition for eHub is $500. That has gone up to $500 from when it first started, and the scholarship that we would be covering, the portion is 50%, and our group felt strongly about that. We felt if students paid a portion of their tuition, they would be more vested in staying with the program, getting the most out of that. Also we are looking to, with the scholarship fund, to support 1 to 3 scholarships per year. Our fundraising goal is to raise a minimum of $15,000. That's to establish the endowment with the Community Foundation of Southern Wisconsin managing that, and that's so we can begin assisting students immediately with the tuition, the 50%. We also want to increase new entrepreneurship and small business ownership in the eHub program. We feel this fits well with the spirit of community helping community. They also have a Facebook page for eHub. I did visit that last night. I thought that was very interesting, where members, students are helping each other with ideas in business, and so that was really a good thing that come out of the eHub program. The pay it forward concept, We feel strongly that we would like to encourage members of the eHub program to financially contribute and/or contribute their time once their business is up and running to pay back the program in that way. And with that, Jake?
All right, people who apply for the scholarship, they need to meet certain criteria. They currently need to own their own small business or propose to start their own small business. They have to have a high school diploma or GED. They need to be 18 years old or older. They can't be eligible for any other funding through the eHub, and they also have to be accepted into the eHub program. So contributors are recognized in several ways. We're going to display the logo or the name at the eHub graduation ceremony. We'll have a thank you on the eHub website and the Community Foundation website. There will be press releases and a letter to the editor of local newspapers thanking the businesses and individuals who contributed to the fund. So, Carl?
Thank you. The one question that we really looked at when we were putting this together was how are we going to make this project self-sustaining, that we wanted to make sure that this was something that goes forward. The eHub program, both up in Green Bay and in Ohio, has been very successful over a long period of time, and they've had some graduates go on to launch some great businesses. We want the same thing to continue to grow in Rock County. So as part of that, we wanted our scholarship to be there permanently to help people into the program, get them through the program, and then have them paying it back in the future. So initially we've set it up so that you know, our group is going to serve as a selection committee for the scholarship, but ultimately we're intending to replace us with people that have gone through the program and have launched a successful business and are ready to pay it forward now and help someone else do the same thing with this kind of scholarship. How it's actually works is if some of you are very familiar with the Community Foundation, but the money will be invested with the Community Foundation, the principal will continue to grow, and the interest will be used to fund the scholarships each year, and that's where we get 1 to 3 scholarships. Our fundraising goal is tied to the fact that during the first 3 years that the money's at the Community Foundation, it's in an incubation period, so we're looking for additional funds so we can have an immediate impact by starting the scholarships as soon as possible. As you saw in our timeline, we're just in the process of starting our fundraising efforts. So there's a few people that we've already talked to about some contributions, but ultimately this is kind of our kickoff presentation, and we're intending to go out into the community after this and pull in the funds. We started this with a very optimistic mindset because as we approached businesses with this concept early on, we had some significant commitments to this program. I think that this community understands the ideas of entrepreneurship. We've seen a lot of success with entrepreneurship, and this is just one way to continue to help that grow within the community. So, how can you support entrepreneurship in our community? Well, we've given you a packet of our slides. Some of you we may be talking to a little bit more in the future, asking for some of your time to discuss this in greater detail. Or if you would like to help us feel really good about our fundraising efforts, because none of us are professional fundraisers, we have put a pledge sheet in your packet. So, on that note, if you do have any questions, we're more than happy to answer.